I'm wondering how deep dreamless sleep fits into what you're talking about. During the day, there's an active noticing. It's like wow, or you're noticing one thing or another. It would seem that in deep dreamless sleep, there's nothing. And you could say, well, you're noticing deep nothing, but that awareness seems to be lacking, at least when we think about it like right now, what happened last night. So indeed, is that awareness always there, and it's a matter of forgetting?
No,
not remembering?
It's not even a matter of forgetting. The actual awareness, the important awareness, is always present. It doesn't come and go. The awareness, which is the awareness that we would more typically call being or existence, which actually consists of awareness, like I was talking about originally, the inherent intelligence, through which this is present. Is always the case, and of course that's the case in deep sleep too. But it's very subtle. And when we're used to identifying with a conscious intelligence, let's call it, then that seems to be lacking in deep sleep. And so we think of ourselves as being not there, but it's because, again, it's through identifying with a conscious intelligence as being awareness, as being noticing. But again, the true noticing is discovering the omnipresent, ongoing noticing of the engagement of nowness. And nowness exists in deep sleep. Then it exists, it's still exactly the same active engagement. It doesn't look like much, let's say. But like I said, this can look like anything, but it never departs from itself. In other words, what is occurring in deep sleep is exactly the same thing that's occurring right now, exactly the same thing that's occurring in a dream state. And you will find out, I declare, is exactly what it will be experiencing after you die. But what it looks like can be absolutely anything. Like obviously now it looks like this. In deep sleep it looks like whatever it looks like there. But it's actually the same condition, presenting in drastically different, apparent modes. And again, so the essence of this yoga, the essence of what I'm trying to convey, is to explore and come to appreciate this more primal awareness or primal intelligence that is just, it kind of feels just like nowness, that through which presence of the present moment is being engaged with. It feels like almost automatically. Within which, it's like the carrier wave of awareness, within which sort of more conscious awareness that we're used to identifying with as like, oh, I'm thinking of this, or I'm noticing that, or I'm not noticing that, whatever, is like a harmonic of that fundamental awareness. And the fundamental awareness is like the awareness through which nowness presents, through which and within which all functionality occurs, within which your body is growing, within which light is shining, within which all of the so-called objective events are happening and are occurring within the engagement of this primal intelligence call it an intelligence of presence or intelligence of experiential engagement or something. I mean, we don't have words for it because obviously it's not conscious in the sense we're used to talking about conscious awareness, like what I'm thinking about or what I'm paying attention to and all that sort of thing. But in actual fact, the conscious awareness and the awareness that we're more familiar with on a human level is a harmonic of this fundamental intelligence, and in fact a lesser harmonic. The fundamental intelligence is not less than, is in fact far more than the harmonic that we're used to identify with as our conscious intelligence. So it's really a matter of recalibrating our sense, or sense. That's a good way to put it. Our sense of what awareness is, of what intelligence is. To put it in sort of pop psychological terms, it's a matter of not identifying so strongly with the conscious mind in its modes, and learning to identify more with the unconscious modes, which is typically where this level of intelligence, of awareness actually subsists. And typically we're we don't notice it. We have disidentified with it because of our over-identification with our conscious modes, which is, the apparent rift between the so-called conscious and unconscious. The unconscious isn't actually unconscious. We're just not paying attention to it because it's too weird. There doesn't seem to be much going on there that we can talk about. But that weirdness is, of course, actual. And this is all about waking up to that, or letting ourselves notice that very weird, nonlinear aspect of our experience, which is in fact completely present and completely available, and which we, of course, also are.